of Colonel Hamid Ali. And I think because he's a military officer, or he was a military officer, he hardly differentiates the role of the custom and that of the military. It is that corridor that has been a recurring dismal. There hasn't been issues with custom in Lagos, in Ibadan, in the east, and in the southwest. But the corridor between Katsina, Niger, Kano, a lot of people lost their lives simply because they are suspected of carrying a bag of rice. They will stop. Sometimes you lose brake, they will shoot you. Even on motorcycle.
People living around that border, their livelihood is this business. For a very, very long time, once the custom decide to take position of shoot aside, what happened? The smugglers went and collaborate with the bandits. So therefore, it's become a kind of clash that happening day in, day out. Mr. President, yes, there's a rules of engagement. They should not shoot until maybe on self-defense or otherwise. But Mr. President, is a situation that in that area is very, 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 very bad. When we are doing campaign in 2015, the people that supported us or supported Muhammad Buhari then around that area are those boys, men and women in that business. But Mr. President, if those groups, I was opportune to meet with them in 2017. They come to pay me courtesy call. When I started asking, where is one person she was shot by a custom? Why this person was shot by a custom? Well, and they mentioned about 10 out of them.
I'm very happy that the former Senate President is complaining because it has come to his mouth. The same Ali that they were protecting is now haunting them. Automatically, why must you tolerate a military incursion in the custom? Custom to collect revenue and to prevent smuggling. It doesn't need to kill anybody because of rice. It doesn't need to kill anybody because of tokumbo. But when he kills today and nobody sanctioned him because he asked somebody there, nobody, he doesn't respect. He didn't respect anybody here as at that time. Until the last day he left, it was a war.
I commend the mover of this motion for bringing this to the fore, and to say that yes, indeed, the Nigerian Senate condemns in totality the killing of innocent citizens just because they are found with bags of rice without any investigation, and that we condemn it in totality. We don't believe in any way that a bag of rice on a motorcycle is enough to attract a capital punishment. And then I also want to commend my colleagues for your contributions, particularly that of the Air Vice Marshal Napoleon Bali retired. He pointed out that it is also the nature of the arms that are being used by the customs that could result in some of these accidental discharges that led to various loss of lives. I think the lives lost are too numerous, and if we allow it to continue, it means that people have to desert the border towns. And these are their ancestral homes. And so there is no way they can desert their ancestral homes because of, in fact, they will live in fear of killings in the daytime, and then killings in the night by bandits, and killing in the daytime by customs. So it's such a serious issue that I believe the Senate should have this ad hoc committee that has just been approved to look into it.
Aware that the Nigerian Customs Service is authorized to carry firearms in the course of their duties. This is aimed at assisting the service to effectively counter activities of smugglers who have recently become emboldened in their attack on custom personnel, in many cases using sophisticated weapons. Worried that some officers of the Nigerian Customs Service, who should be civil and professional in their engagements and handling of firearms, have had a series of shootings of innocent citizens.
I know that in the armed forces, you have to explain where a bullet has gone. I don't know whether that applies to the customs, but the issue is there must be reward and sanctions. For those that have killed or maimed people, there must be consequences. And I believe that this motion, even though it's at the moment talking about what the customs did, but it applies to all our security agencies and armed forces. And I believe that the investigation must be thorough and somebody must take responsibility. And when we come to the prayers, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, for prayer 2 particularly, we must give a time frame within which this investigation and its outcome should be completed.